We are starting the show with a zanier than usual Hot Topics. Oh yeah, standing up right here. My heart is just leaping with joy as I introduce my Hot Topics panel. Carla Marie Anthony from the Morning Show podcast and producer Susie.
Hello.
Like three of my favorite, well, four including myself, of my favorite people on the planet. So thank you for being here on this leap day.
Anytime.
It's an extra day of the year.
So we showed up.
Well, we always feed you.
And I'm surprised you brought us back after my mishap last time.
What was your mishap?
When I opened the bag of candy and it flew all over the set.
All right, well, hold on. I'll open that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice.
For you.
Thank you.
There you go.
Appreciate
there you
that.
go. So how's it been going? I mean, I know that, we have an extra day this month, this year. Being born on Leap Day, so rare. The odds of being born on Leap Day is 1 in 1,461. By comparison, 1.6 million can say they were born on March 1st. So you do the math.
Well, I didn't realize that if you're born on February 29th, some states make you legally put either February 28th or March 1st on your license. They won't let you put the 29th.
No kidding. I did not know that.
How sad is that?
wrong.
What state is that like?
I don't know. I'm not
Alabama?
sure. Sure.
They like to boss people around.
No shade.
I think we should just make Leap Day a national holiday that no one, unless you work in like emergency services, no one's allowed to work.
It should be
like
a
New
fun
Day would
day.
be off.
Right.
We would be off. We wouldn't do a morning show. No one's allowed to do anything.
It's
no
only every
sales.
4 years,
Nothing.
so-
I actually think you are correct.
Yeah.
We should just be reveling in the amazing thing that is the surf.
Yeah.
It's
We'll call
always
it National Stay-at-Home Day or something.
Celebrate science.
Yeah.
Yes.
But we talked about the fact that why did they add it in February?
Right.
The worst month, right?
know.
It's so
Well,
depressing.
they could have added it in July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or June, where it's nice. Like,
Right.
an extra day of July. What are we going to do?
I wish I was smart enough to have an answer
No,
for
I don't-
that.
but
I have no idea why they do
I have no
that.
answer.
We were thinking maybe because it's already short, so maybe tack one on. It's still too short.
That's true. I don't know a whole lot about the Georgian calendar, but I will say I wish it was part of another month.
Yeah.
Wendy's is, I had to get onto it because you opened this and now it smells so good.
Right, it does smell so
Celebrating Leap Day with a free Cinnabon.
Yeah.
I
So
can
they did
barely
like a-
continue the words because my mouth is
So
watering.
hungry.
They
Oh, my
did like
stomach.
a collab with Cinnabon, and so they have these, they call them pull-up arts. or
Oh,
something?
man.
Okay.
I might forget about the fact that they were trying to overcharge us for burgers, but
Well,
Oh, yeah.
because this is really good.
I wonder if that's what they were trying to do because they got some really
Wait,
bad
can someone
PR.
tell me about this? Because I heard about the
Anthony's
surge
the
pricing,
expert.
but I need you to tell me more.
So basically, earlier this month, their CEO came out on an earnings call or a call with investors or something where he said, in 2025 at Wendy's owned stores, so not like the
Wendy's owned.
franchises,
Okay, so not a franchise. Wendy owned stores.
they
okay.
were going to try dynamic pricing, which would change the pricing on their digital screens based on the time of day and how busy they were.
No.
So like
Like
surge
Uber.
pricing. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Uber.
like Uber.
Okay, or airlines.
Yeah, so surge pricing for burgers
Oh my
essentially. And the public backlash in just one day was insane.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
That happened, that story came out on Tuesday. By Wednesday afternoon, they were already walking it back, saying, if anything,
How are
they'll
the
use
people?
the surge pricing to lower prices.
Oh,
allegedly.
baloney.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't
Sure.
you surge
Only,
only.
right.
Exactly.
we were talking about was, okay, well, if you're going to charge extra for food, are you going to pay your employees more because they're working harder during those busy times?
Yes,
true. If
excellent
allegedly
point.
it's
You know
busier.
what?
Right.
Yeah, and I
I'm
heard
proud of that.
construction workers saying, "Hey, my buddies and I only get to take this break
Right.
at this hour, and suddenly we have to pay more
Yeah.
because we're being penalized because we only get our lunch hour at noon."
Well, it's also
So-
people generally eat at the same time every day, right?
Yeah.
So you know exactly when it's going to be busy. It's
Right.
not like it's a special holiday where it got busier. We all eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner around the same 2-hour window
Except
every day.
the Wendy's in Ballard has a line down 15th
All the
hours of
time.
day.
I hate that
Crazy.
Wendy's. It's so hard. It's so. Or if you ever gone the back way where you come
Yeah,
down,
and then you gotta like
from
fight with
behind,
somebody. I was
you go,
next, or was it you?
Was it next? Like what? Who's going?
The Wendy's in
Forget
Bellevue,
it.
they don't have a line, and they have these.
That's because
That's pretty
well,
good.
Thank you.
These are really good though.
They are good.
Actually, I
They're
will
good.
say I do love Wendy's. I will say they have the best Frosties, and I love to dip my fries in the Frosties.
Yeah.
But I'm not paying extra. You hear me?
You dip your
for my
fries in the
Frosty at noon.
I did learn a valuable lesson today though.
What?
If I ever need to apologize for a terrible
Cinnabon.
decision, just give someone a Cinnabon.
So wait, you
because like
can-
I really
is-
forgive them
it
already.
actually-
I do
It's a great
actually.
idea.
I agree.
So
I'm
this
like,
is
that's
free
fine.
at Wendy's today?
So if you order it on the app, you get one. So
Okay.
you know,
I'll
I
take
only
one.
got the one, and then
You gotta buy the
three
rest of
were
them?
not
Thank you.
free.
Oh well,
Hopefully,
thank you.
but it's not surge pricing. By the way,
Right.
Talking about pricing and a waste of money, have you guys heard about this Willy Wonka immersive experience in Glasgow, Scotland? Apparently, they promised a journey filled with delicious treats, enchanting adventures, and moments worth capturing. And it included elaborate candy illustrations, but this is exactly what they saw.
So they made the AI illustrations.
Is that Willy?
That's Willy.
Stop it.
Yeah. I mean,
Willy O'Kirk.
Oh, that looks terrible.
the comments they said when they saw this, the modern Oompa Loompas looked like they were running a meth lab. I mean,
I'm sorry.
comments were amazing.
What? Oh, that does
What
look
are they
like a little bit like.
Okay. What?
I
Wait a
appreciate
minute.
the modern look, but yeah. So they thought they were coming because of AI they thought they were coming to this amazing, those immersive.
Okay,
look at that.
the folding table with the shots of vodka. What's going on
They
here?
couldn't get a
It's for
tablecloth?
children? What is that?
And it was in Scotland, and I think they charged about $40 a person. Kids were so excited. I mean, look at that.
$40.
They called the cops when they got there, people did.
I guess people were so upset.
That's what I read, is that people were so upset by the fraud and scam that they actually called police and said, we've been scammed. And so they have thus shut down now.
Yes, there's no
Imagine
way happening.
being-
You can't go there, bummer.
That cop.
Imagine being the dispatcher
Right.
that picks up the phone and they're like, 911, what's your
911.
emergency? I'm at the worst Willy Wonka experience I've ever seen in my life.
Willy Wonka scaring me. I
Send
mean,
help.
To be fair, it is very Willy Wonka of them to show up and have no idea where you're getting.
That's true.
That's true.
And to make children cry, because I think every Roald Dahl book,
Yes.
there is a component where children cry and are scared.
Are
but-
getting killed. It's lovely. But they used AI in the advertisements,
Yeah,
right?
so it
to
looked
make
way
it
better.
look amazing. Right.
Which segues to our next topic, also
boy.
AI related, or great Photoshop. I don't know. Did you guys hear this fake rumor that the Disneyland castle
Cinderella's
burned
Castle.
down?
I did not
So
see
it was
this.
Mousetrap News, which I guess is a parody site.
They get
get
me
you?
all the
Every
time with their clickbaity fake headlines.
And they said it had burned to the ground. They showed all these pictures.
And this is okay. And Rebecca corrected me in my ear. It's Disney World, not Disneyland.
Okay.
To me, Disney World doesn't exist. Disneyland's the only real Disney. But
What?
I'm
yeah,
with
we'll
her
get
on
to that later.
Yeah.
But anyway, that is crazy. And
was fake.
And you know what's so funny is my husband actually messaged me because we have a Mouseketeer in the family. And he said, hey, did you talk to your Uncle Tommy? Did you hear about the
Oh, like a legit Mouseketeer.
Like a real Mouseketeer.
Okay, I was
Like-
thinking it was your husband that was Mouseketeer.
No, my husband is not the mouse. I'm not married to Justin Timberlake yet. So anyway,
There's still time.
still time. But yeah, no, it was crazy to hear that.
It was fake.
So this is the
And it was
problem, because I know OpenAI, the company that's behind ChatGPT, just released their video, like text-to-video software.
Oh,
So you can
geez.
literally say, show me a burning castle, and it'll just create the video for
So
you.
terrifying.
And not that we were supposed to necessarily trust anything on the internet before,
Well, this is true.
but
No,
now
right.
you can't trust a single thing you see.
And I know everybody says do the work, verify,
But you can't-
but how do
how?
you do that when
Yeah.
you have so many
Yeah.
sources that don't know what's going on?
And I try to tell this to my son all the time because he watches Pokemon videos all the time.
Same.
Okay, wait. I come upstairs the other day and he's tearing his Pokemon cards because he saw on some video that they were fake. I go, I bought these from
no.
the Cardman store. They're not fake. So
So he was
Listen to
testing
your
them to see
mother.
if they were
Right.
fake.
yes, we're going to talk about this later.
Listen
All
to
right,
your
I'll